Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to look at some more cards. These cards were found out in the wild and I have not looked at them yet, so I don't know what's in here. We could have, duplicates, we could have, crap common cards, or we might have some shinies, because in the past we've actually pulled a couple shinies from this pile. So I'm kind of curious to see what we got. And without further ado, I'm going to just pick up a couple from the top. I don't specifically choose any. I'm just, pick up that many. And we're going to see what we have. So a sneak peek from last time was showing that we had the Moon Fairies storyline here going on. And I was saying I was kind of bummed because I had bought a booster pack with the Moon Fairies in it. And, well, not booster pack, but 24 of them. And they're coming at some point, as long as this weather doesn't delay them. But, it's kind of cool to see this. So this is one of them. Look at that one. I'm going to read the back of this one. I do not have that one. And then this looks like, oh gosh, what is her name? I'm sure it says on the back. That's a really pretty design though. I mean, she looks creepy, but, whoop, if I drop it. Fairy Globe. Oh. Yeah, that's who she is. No, I don't have that one either. It's another one from Moon Fairies. You can tell because of the color. And then it says on the bottom and the back when I show you, which some of the ones don't, but it shows right down there. Perfect. And that's a really pretty card too. This one's kind of interesting. I don't know the story behind the Moon Fairies. I'm gonna have to look this up. I do like the mushrooms. That's cool. A lot of story cards with this one. You guys can pause the video and see that. It's a pretty dress on her. So I like the mushrooms in the background. I did not realize how many story cards there are with the Moon Fairy series. And I knew they got into these with the later series, but, kind of changed as it went. Now I see something I'm super excited about. This next one is, I think, Winterfest. I'm going to look up this series because there's a word for it, and this was a series that was so later on in Briar's not Briar's, sorry, Briar's is the model horse, in Belisara's series, and I really like this one. It's not, I guess Winterfest is a wrong word. So what I'm looking up is there's a Belisara wiki. Only thing that I really hate about it is there's so many ads. So when I look it up, like my whole entire screen's here and I can't even see what is going on. But if you X out of those ads and you scroll all the way down, you can start looking at what series they have, what year that was. So like we had the Moon Fairies that I was showing. Oh yeah, the Starlights. So this is the Starlights. And this is one that I really liked. I wish I would have gotten more. It was shiny like the second pack that I got when I was a kid. But then when I went back to Target, they were all gone. So I really like this series. Now I have this card. I thought it was gorgeous because it's got a Frisian on it, and it's got a cat, and then Bella's constellation there. But I'm going to turn this around and let you read that. Yeah, pause it, read it. This one's really cool too. If this girl would just work with them, it would just be so much better. And I have a feeling with this set that it seems like they're in some sort of order. Because like all the storylines were together and a lot of the shinies were together. So I'm not sure if that was all the shinies that we found. You have to go look and see what we actually got in an earlier video. This is another storyline. Now this is from a different series. I believe this is the Sunflower series. I think it's interesting. Yeah, Sunflower. So if you look down here and then it's got the symbol up there. I'll put that in a separate one. And that's Emma. I think they were trying to do this to try to make people more interested in the storyline, but what it turned out was they probably should have done more horses, because I got like doubles of some of these story cards, and it was like, yeah, cool, the story's awesome, but could you have written it in a book and then just sold us the cards with the horses on it? It's a really pretty card too. Wolf attack. Oop, let me move my finger. So this is Sunflower. That's Fiona on there with Emma. And that story, I believe, comes from a book, but I'm not sure. There is a book with Fiona. Kind of helps the lore. And we're still in the Sunflower series. Interesting. Oh yeah, the Sunstone. I remember that one. Now, I don't know all the stories. I'm going to have to read through this. But really, really cool. That's Wings and Emma. I'm remembering from my childhood. My kidhood. My childhood. Ooh, that's a pretty horse, too. Pretty design. I like the flowers. Pedal Home. Perfect. And like I said, you can pause the video and read these. I do not mind showing these all. They're really pretty cards. That's a really pretty horse. That would be kind of fun to repaint. I paint on Briar horses or other model horses, the Bella Sara. I don't do it all the time, but I do sometimes. That horse would be kind of fun. There's a lot of stories of these sunflowers, too. There's Wings on the left. There's a story about him. And I'm seeing something that's really, really cool after this one. So this next one, as much as it might look yellow, is actually Summer Camp. And this is a series that a lot of people are looking for. It's super hard to find. I don't know exactly why, other than I suspect that it was sold very limited quantities or very limited places, that sort of thing. So this is your story card on it. Oop, I dropped this one card. Ooh, that is a pretty, whew. That one's cool. Oh, I didn't show the story card on that one, did you? Valley of Legends. That's so pretty. You know, these are all story cards, which every pack came with a story card. It was just, it wasn't, no one would actually know what one would come with it. Kind of interesting. Cool. And all the codes that you might see on some of these cards, they no longer work because there's no Bella Sara. If they do work, then kudos to you, but I don't plan on playing Bella Sara, so. It used to be an online, it used to be an online game. It was super fun. Now, I struggled to use it because there was so much there. And then when I did find out how to use it, they changed it. But it was really cool because every card that you collected, you could upload online. Now, you couldn't show them off or anything, but it was really cool. But these are all the summer camp ones, and none of them are shinies, which is fine. I'm just happy to see them. That's a pretty horse, too. So this whole set was story cards, which is amazing in on itself. Thank you guys for watching, and we still have a pretty decent pile that we're working on. I bet you there's at least 2 more videos, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys soon. Bye.